Hi students, I hope you are all happy and doing good at home. For today's session, we are going to see the new chapter coordinate geometry. In this, first we are going to see how to plot the points in a Cartesian plane. The French mathematician René Descartes developed a new branch of mathematics known as analytical geometry or coordinate geometry, which combined all arithmetic, algebraic and geometry of the past ages in a single technique of visualizing as points on a graph and equations as geometrical shapes. Analytical geometry is also called as coordinate geometry or algebraic geometry. First we will see how to plot the points in a Cartesian plane. This is a graph which has x-axis and y-axis. It divides the plane into 4 quadrants. You have to mark the 4 quadrants first, second, third and fourth in anti-clockwise. Here horizontal axis is called x-axis. To the right of origin you have positive values, and to the left of the origin to the x-axis we have negative values, and the origin above the origin for y-axis we have positive values, and below the origin of y-axis we have negative values. So in the first quadrant both x and y are positive, in the second quadrant x is negative and y is positive, and the third quadrant both x and y are negative, and in the fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. Just by seeing the points itself we can identify in which quadrant the point lie. For example, if you take a point 4, 5, the 4 means the x coordinate and 5 means the y coordinate. So if you plot the point like this, 4 and 5, if you intersect those two points you will get the point which is lie on the first quadrant. Like that also you can plot the points and find in which quadrant the point lies. If a coordinate is given, it should be in the form of numbers inside the bracket. First number denotes the x-axis and the second number denotes the y-axis. The x coordinate is called as abscissa and the y coordinate is called the ordinate. So you have to keep this in mind. Abscissa is called the x coordinate and ordinate is called the y coordinate. If those two x and y axes meet at 0, 0, we call that as origin. The meeting point of the axis x and y are called as origin. This we will do the exercise 5.1. In the first sum, plot the points in the coordinate system and identify the quadrants. First point P with coordinates -7, 6, Q of 7, -2, R -6, -7, S 3, 5 and T 3, 9. So first the point P -7, 6. Here the -7 denotes the x-axis and the 6 denotes the y-axis. So it lies in the second quadrant. Like that Q 7, -2, it lies in the fourth quadrant, and then R -6, -7 which lies in the third quadrant, and S 3, 5 here both are positive, so it lies in the first quadrant, and T which is 3, 9 that is also lies in the first quadrant. You have to plot these points in the graph note and write the answers in the right side of the graph note. Next you have to do the second sum. Write down the abscissa and ordinate of the following from figure 5.11. The first point P, x is -4 and y is +4, so the abscissa is -4 and the ordinate is +4. Then the Q denotes 3, 3, so the abscissa is 3 and the ordinate is 3. Then R denotes 4, -2, so abscissa is 4 and ordinate is -2, and S denotes minus 5 comma minus 3, so abscissa is minus 5 and ordinate is minus 3. In the third sum, plot the following points in the coordinate plane and join them. What is your conclusion about the resulting figure? If we plot the points minus 5 comma 3, minus 1 comma 3, 0 comma 3 and 5 comma 3, the 4 points lie on a line and which is parallel to x-axis. In the second subdivision, 0 comma minus 4, 0 comma minus 2, 0 comma 4 and 0 comma 5, if we plot those 4 points, all these 4 points lies on the y-axis, which is a straight line. Next, in the fourth sum, plot the following points in the coordinate plane, join them in order. What type of geometrical shape is formed? In the first sum, 0 comma 0, minus 4 comma 0, minus 4 comma 4 and 0 comma minus 4. If we join those 4 points, we will get the geometrical shape as a square. Next, in the second subdivision, minus 3 comma 3, 2 comma 3, minus 6 comma minus 1, 5 comma minus 1. If we join those 4 points, you will get a geometrical shape which is trapezium. Students, you have to do all these 4 sums in your graph note. In the next topic, we are going to see the distance between the 2 points in a plane. I am going to draw a plane which has 2 axes, x and y. Here this is the origin. If I mark any 2 points in this plane, for example these 2 are the given points. For example, here x1 comma y1 is the coordinate and this is x2 comma y2. I am going to name this as point A and B. Then how will you find the distance between those 2 points? So the formula to find the distance between those 2 points is d is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the formula to find the distance between the 2 points in a plane. This formula can be written in 2 more ways. You can use this in this way also, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, or you can use this as you are writing y in the first term, x in the second term. So இப்படி மாத்தி மாத்தி ரெண்டு மூணு விதமா எழுதலாம். You can use in 2-3 ways. நீங்க எப்படி போட்டாலும் ஆன்சர் கரெக்டா வரும். So நம்ம எப்பவுமே ரெகுலரா எப்பவும் யூஸ் பண்ற ஃபார்முலா இந்த டைப் தான். So use this formula, then do the sum. Then we are going to see the properties of distances. Properties of distance. What is a property of distance? If I am taking 3 points in a plane, for example A, B and C, if I join these 3, x3 comma y3 be the third point. If I join these 3, I will get one triangle. So if it is a triangle, the condition for this first one is the distance of A comma B, A to B plus distance from B to C, that is B comma C, is always greater than the distance of A comma C. So this distance, if you find this and add those 2 distances, it is always greater than the third distance. If this satisfies, means then the given 3 points are triangle. Then the second property is, if the distance of A comma B plus distance of B comma C is equal to the distance of AC, then the 3 points A, B and C are lying on the same line. The distance from A to B and B to C, if I add those 2 distances, then the distance from A to C is equal to the sum of these 2 distances. If it is satisfies this condition, then the 3 points A, B, C are collinear. You already studied in the 6th standard or 7th standard. Collinear. Collinear means 3 or more points lying on the same line. So you will get the second property. Then the third property, if the 3 points form a right angled triangle, then A, B, C Using the distance you can find whether these 3 points are form a right angle triangle. Here the formula is distance of AB whole square plus distance of BC whole square is equal to distance of AC whole square, which comes under the Pythagoras theorem. You already studied in the Pythagoras theorem. So this is the third property. We use these properties and do the sum. In the exercise 5.2, the first sum is find the distance between the pair of points. Here we have 4 sums. In that the first sum is 1, 2 and 4, 3. I am going to assume this point as A and second point as B. So the distance between those 2 points AB equal to, you know the formula, that is root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here I am going to name these points as x1, y1. So this is x coordinate and this y coordinate, x1, y1. Then second one is x2, y2. Use the values straight away here. x2, what is the value of x2? 4. Minus, what is the value of x1? 1. Whole square plus y2 is 3. y1 is 2. Minus 2 whole square. Just mere substitution and simplification. 4 minus 1 gives 3. 3 square. 3 minus 2 gives 1. 1 square. So 3 square is 9. 1 square is 1. If you add those two, you will get root 10. So this is the value of, this is the distance between those 2 points A and B. Like that you can do the second sum as homework. I am going to do the third sum. Here in the third sum we have the points A, B and C, B. Again I am going to write this as, take this as x1 and y1. I am going to assume this as x2 and y2. Use the same formula here. The distance between the 2 points is d is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. x2 is c minus a whole square plus b minus b whole square. B minus b is 0, so 0 square. C minus a whole square, we can simplify this. Straight away write this. So c minus a whole square into within the root. Square and root gets cancelled. You will get the answer as c minus a. So this is the distance between the points A, B and C, D. The first sum, fourth subdivision sum is 3, minus 9 and minus 2, 3. Again I am going to find the distance between those 2 points. Name this as x1 and y1. Here x2 and y2. The formula is root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We substitute here the x2 is minus 2, minus of x1 is 3 whole square plus y2 is 3 minus of minus. Here we have one minus, in y1 also we have one minus, so minus of minus 9, it becomes plus 3 plus 9 whole square. Here minus 2 minus 3 both are having same sign. If you add those two you will get minus 5 whole square. Here both are having same sign, plus and plus. I am going to add those two numbers, you will get 12 square. Minus 5 square gives 25 plus 12 square gives 144. If you add those two numbers, you will get root of 169. 169 is a square of 13. So 13 square gives 169. Square and root gets cancelled. The distance between those 2 points is 13. The second sum, determine whether the given points are collinear. I already told you what is the collinear. Collinear means that 3 or more points lie on the same line. Here we have 3 points. Second subdivision, I am going to name these 3 points as A, B and C. So first sum is homework to you. So first I am naming those 3 points A, B and C. The condition for this is if you find the distance between the 3 points AB, BC and AC, the sum of any two distances is equal to the third distance. So first I am going to find the distance between the points A and B. The formula is root of the same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. You just write one time, it is enough for you. Keep this as x1 and y1, here x2, y2. x1, y1, here this is x2 and y2. So x2 is a root of a minus a whole square. x2 அப்படின்றது a, x1 என்றது a minus a whole square plus y2 is 3 minus, here one minus gives plus, 3 plus 2 whole square. A minus a becomes 0, 3 plus 2 becomes 5, so 5 square. So 5 square is, root of 5 square gives 5. So the distance between the points A and B is 5. Next I am going to find the distance between the points B and C. Here also the same formula. Now for BC, name this as x1 and y1. Keep this as x2 and y2. Again x2 minus x1 whole square, that is a minus a whole square plus 0 minus 3 whole square. Again a minus a gives 0, so leave this 0 square. Minus 3 square means it becomes 9 or 3 square. Minus 3 whole square, that is root 9. Again it becomes 3. The next one is AC, root of, now you treat this AC, first point A as x1, y1, the second point AC as x2 and y2. Again use the same formula, x2 that is a minus a whole square plus 0 minus of minus, it becomes plus, 0 plus 2 whole square. 0 minus of minus, minus in the formula, again one minus in the number, so it becomes plus. A minus a is 0, 0 square plus 2 square, it becomes 2. Square and root gets cancelled, the answer is 2. Now look at these three values. What is the first answer? The first answer is 5, the second answer is 3, the third answer is 2. Look at these three. If you add these two distances, you will get this distance. So here BC plus AC equal to 3 plus 2, which is 5, which is AB. So BC plus AC is equal to AB. Therefore A, B, C are collinear. These 3 points are collinear. Like that you can do the first sum. Third sum, show that the following points taken in order form an isosceles triangle. In the triangle we have 3 points, so the 3 points are given to you. You have to check whether these 3 points form an isosceles triangle. You know what is meant by isosceles triangle? In isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. I am going to find out the distance between the 3 points. Let this be a triangle ABC. I am going to draw this roughly. This is not the correct accurate diagram. This is a rough diagram. I am going to find the AB, BC and CA. In this, if any two sides are equal, then we call this as isosceles triangle. So first I am going to find the distance between the point A and B. So AB equal to root of, you know the formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So first name this as x1, y1, here x2 and y2. Substitute those 2 points. Here x2 is 2, 2 minus 5 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. 2 minus 5 gives minus 3 whole square plus of minus 4 whole square. When you are squaring the negative number, it becomes positive. So minus 3 square becomes plus 9, 4 square becomes 16. If you add those two values, you will get 25. Root 25 is 5. Like that you can find length of the second side, that is BC. Now treat this as x1 and x2, y2. The point B as x1, y1 and point C as x2, y2. So x2 is minus 2, minus of 2, again minus 2 square, plus 3 minus 0 whole square. So minus 2 gives minus 4 square plus 3 square. Minus 4 square gives 16, 3 square gives 9, 16 plus 9 gives root 25. So the distance is 5. So here itself we arrived at AB equal to BC. So therefore here AB equal to BC, therefore ABC form an isosceles triangle. If you didn't get these two values are equal, then you have to go for the A and C. You have to find the distance for A and C. Otherwise you can stop with this. Like that you have to do the second sum as homework. We will see the fourth sum. Show that the following points taken in order form an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all sides are equal. So we have to find the three sides, AB, BC as well as AC. All these three should be equal. Then only we say the given points are form an equilateral triangle. So first I am going to find the distance between A, B. The same formula is, I am going to write the formula for one time. x2 minus x1 whole square minus plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Keep the first point as x1, y1, b as x2 and y2. Substitute those points. You will get 0 minus root 3 whole square. Here I am going to do the second sum. The first sum is homework to you. Plus y2 is 1 minus 2 whole square. 0 minus root 3 gives minus root 3 whole square. 1 minus 2 gives minus 1 whole square. If you square this, root 3 square gives 3. Minus into minus plus. Here also minus into minus plus. 1 square is 1. So the answer is root 4. If you simplify this, you will get 2. Because 2 square is 4. So since it is square number, you can write it as 2. Next I am going to find the distance between B and C. Now I am going to take this B as x1, y1 and C as x2, y2. x2 is 0 minus 0. So 0 minus 0 whole square plus 3 minus 1 whole square. 3 minus 1 gives 2 square. So 2 square and 2 square and root gets cancelled. You will get the answer as 2. Next I am going to find the A, C, the distance between the points A and C. Now I am going to take the point A as x1, y1, point C as x2, y2. Again substituting the same formula, 0 minus root 3 whole square plus 3 minus 2 whole square. Minus root 3 square, it becomes 3. 3 minus 2, 1 square, that is 1. 3 plus 1 gives root 4. Root 4 means the answer is 2. Look at these three values. All these three values are equal. Here AB equal to BC equal to CA. All these three sides are equal. Therefore, the points A, B, C form an equilateral triangle. Like that you have to do the first subdivision sum as this sum. We will wind up today's session. The remaining sums will be taught in the afternoon session by Karthik sir. Okay, practice all those sums. If you have any doubt, contact me in personally. Do all the sums in the classwork note, whatever I taught, as well as the homework given to you. Write all those sums in the classwork note and keep it ready for submission. Okay, thank you and enjoy the day.